The previous sessions we focused on the integration testing and the different types of the integration testing, or rather the different types of interfaces that are required for the integration testing. So when we are learned on the integration testing or the different interfaces that are considered for the integration testing, that is nothing but the we can say the explicit interfaces and the implicit interfaces. Now both are the interfaces which are considered or which are required for the integration testing. Now when we are focusing on the implicit and the explicit interfaces, then implicit means what? These are the required but which are not getting documented anywhere. So that is the implicit interfaces which an organization need to consider when they are trying to implement the integration testing. So again, when we need to consider the explicit interfaces, so the explicit interfaces are those interfaces that interfaces are getting documented anywhere or in the required phases of the software development life cycles, and which are going to be considered for the we can say that for the development or for the creating the integration testing in an organization. So with the help of that type of a testing, we can consider that integration testing is going to be more easier by considering the implicit and the explicit interfaces. So in the today's session, the content which we are going to discuss is nothing but the types of the integration testing. So basically, there are the three types of integration testings are present. The first is nothing but the top-down integration. Second is nothing but the bottom-up integration. Now third is nothing but the bi-directional integration. So when these type of integrations are present, so how these integrations are useful in an organization, we need to consider it. Now top down, the name itself going to explaining you that how the integration is going to be considered. Now see, in the top down, what is the consideration? First, the main module is going to be tested out. Then that module is going to divide it into the different types of sub modules, and then that sub modules are going to be get tested out. Now that sub modules are again going to be getting divided, and then that sub modules are going to be get tested out. So that is the top down, means what? From top to down we are going to consider the testing of the different types of modules that are present in an organization. We need to consider it. So this is the top down integration. Now what is the bottom up? Now the bottom up integration testing is totally the opposite of the top down. Now which means that first the sub modules or the small pieces of a modules will be get tested out previously, then the combination of that module is going to be considered a sub modules, then that sub modules are going to be get tested out, and after that we can say that the main module is going to be tested out. So that is nothing but from bottom to top it will be get tested with each and every module. So that is the bottom up integration. Now bidirectional integration is the integration type where we can say that it is going to perform both the types of the integration testing. That is nothing but it is the combination of top down integration and the bottom up integration. Now this is the basic overview of all the types of the integration testing. Now let's see it now let's say it in a detail. So now first we are going to discuss on the top down integration testing. So first is the top down integration. Now in top down integration testing, the testing takes place from top to bottom. Now see how this type of integration testing is done very appropriately in an organization. Now as we are going to consider an organization is basically divided into the different levels. Now what are that levels and how these levels are required in an organization? Now see, these levels are the levels where we can consider that the persons who are working in an organization, that persons are going to be getting divided into the different levels. Now what are that level? See, each and every organization is always divided into the three main levels. Now what are that levels? A top level management persons are there, middle level management persons are there, and the operational level management persons are there. So when we are having the three levels of an organization, then we need to consider that these levels are going to be work according to the specified requirements of an organization, which means that the operational level persons means what? These are the persons who are going to work on the unit level. Okay, now the middle level persons, these are the persons who are going to work on the, we can say, for the module level. And the top level persons means what? These are the persons who have an authority, that they are going to design the module, they are going to generate the some set of rules and regulation to generate that module design, development and testing. So these are the higher level persons. So when we are going to consider that these type of levels are present within an organization, so according to that there is a integration testing which can be done in a different levels from top to bottom. So now see here, what is the top down integration? It takes from top to bottom, which means that it is going to be started from first, from the top of the persons. Okay, so which it means that, or why it means that, see here in the top down integration, first the higher level modules are going to be tested out first. What? The higher level modules means what? It is the main module, it is going to be tested out first. Now for example, we are going to considering a sales module or the purchase module. Now this module as an entity, it will going to be tested out first, and then the middle level models, and then the low level models, and finally integrated the low level models to an high level models to ensure that a system is working as an intended. Now see, for example, now consider that if an organization is trying to build any application or any product, and that application or product is, if it is going to be distributed amongst the customer, then at that time the development of such a type of application can be done by considering the different levels of models. Now what are that models? First is the purchase model is there, a sales model is there. Again we need to consider in it, where we need to maintain maintain the informations of the customer, purchaser, sellers are there. So these are the models which we need to consider over here in the development of an application. So in the top down integration, we can say that the higher level model means what? The top level model, that is nothing but the model as an entity. Now for example, consider the sales model it is an entity, purchase model it is an entity. Now this whole module will be get tested out as a first, and then the middle level models. Now the middle level models means what? When we are generating that main model or the highest level top model, this model can be generated by using created by using the different types of a sub level models. So that is nothing but the low level models, and that finally we can say that that middle level modules are finally integrated with the low level models. Low level models means what? That low level modules are nothing but the simple types of a programs. What are that? These are nothing but the simple types of a programs, a small pieces of a programs, and that small pieces of a programs are going to be tested out individually. So we can say that all these high level models, middle level, low level models are finally going to be integrated with our low level models. So these models, all the low level models, middle level models and the high level models are going to be integrated with each other. So when they are going to be integrated with each other, then it is going to ensure that a system is going to be working as an intended, which is nothing but that system is going to be working as per the requirement specification that has been get stated in the SRS, that is nothing but the software requirement specification. Now in this type of a testing, the steps are used as a temporary model if the model is not ready for the integration testing. Now what is the step? We are going to say it later, but consider that in the top down integration we can say that the steps are used as a temporary model if that particular model is not ready for the integration testing. So what is the step? We are going to see it later. See, as per in the as per they have stated, or as in the diagram, we are going to see that the module 1 is the top level module, module 2 and 3 are the middle low level modules are present, module 4, module 5, module 6 and module 7, all these four are considered as a low level modules. Now Now, how this integration is going to be done? See, that at integration testing is always started from model 1. So, at the when you are going to see the arrow which is present at the top-down approach, the arrow is at the downside, which means that the testing is going to be started from the top, then low level, middle models, and the low level models. So, this is the top-down integration testing. This is the top-down integration testing, where the module 1, from there we are going to start with the testing, then module 2 and 3 are the low level, middle level modules will be get tested on, and after that the module 4, 5 and 6, 7 are going to be tested out later. Now, why this approach is actually required? See, integration testing means what? We are integrating the different types of modules which are present in an application or in an software development. So what is the need to integrate them, or what is the need to test them? See, when we are implementing such a type of a models, it is necessary for us to check whether they are working as per the requirement specification or not. Now, if that individual models are going to be working as per the requirement specification, then we need to consider that such a type of models are going to be focusing on the quality of the software. So that for that purpose, we can see that such a type of integration testing is required in an organization. So again we need to consider that in this type of a model, the stubs are used as a temporary model if that particular model is not ready for the integration testing. So this is all about the integration testing. Now, in this integration testing, it is the basically focusing from the testing of the model which will be get done from top to bottom. Means what? From the higher level to the lower level. So this type of questions is basically asked for you for the 5 marks or for the 2 marks. Then you can elaborate this answer with the levels of the management or the organization. See, basically why this integration mode testing is required, as we know that when an organization is working, at that time that organization is particularly divided into the different levels, and that different levels are nothing but the top level, middle level and the operational level. So according to that, we can say that the different types of a testing is going to be performed by an organization. So according to that, we can say that whatever may be the applications we are developed or we are going to develop, it is going to be divided into the 3 levels, and that levels are nothing but the top level modules are there or the high level modules are there, then the middle level, low level modules are there, and at the finally we can say that the low level operational modules are present over there. And and all these types of modules, that is nothing but the high level modules, low level middle modules and the low level operational modules, they are going to be tested out as per their requirement specification, as per their type. Now see, when this type of integration testing is going to be performed in an organization, we can say that here the tester should need a knowledge of the all the things which are required for that particular application implementation, which is very much required, because that person should have a knowledge of all the things, and that person must be capable of doing the changes in an application as and when required. Why? Because if particularly any one of the module is not working, then we can say that the further modules are depend on that. See, in the hierarchy or in the T diagram of the top down integration, the module 1 is basically divided into 2 and 3, which means that module 1 is dependent on module 2 and 3. Then again module 2 is dependent on module 4 and module 5, and module 3 is dependent on module 6 and 7, which means that when we are performing the integration of both of them modules, we need to integrate them in a such a way that it cannot change the features of the previous module and their own modules, which means that when we are adding the features in the module 4 and 5, then the features of the module 2 will not be get changed over there. It is the main thing which we need to consider when we are performing the integration testing. So that is the top down integration testing. So in the next sessions we are going to move for the next type of the integration testing, but this top down integration testing is also very important as per your university questions, as per your university point of view. So this is the main thing which we need to consider. Okay.